Hello and welcome to Katrina's Creations. This is episode 362. Before I get started, I will show you what I am wearing. This is a cowl. It's a free pattern by Yakima Yarn. Let's see if I can get this close so you can see some of the, it's faux cable. Let me just move the camera up here so you can see it. There, you can get a good view of it. And I made this from my Christmas in July yarn that I got for a yarn advent calendar for Christmas in July. So it's only 12 like mini skeins that I made this with. And it's merino wool. It's extremely soft. It feels really cozy today because we already have about 3 or 4 inches of snow, and we're supposed to get another 2 to 4 inches, probably closer to the 4 because we already have 2 and it's still snowing out there. So little bit of a life update if you are new to the channel. Normally I post on Saturdays and Wednesdays, and last week I was supposed to be announcing a giveaway, but we had a little family emergency. Everybody's fine. Yeah, my mom just felt extremely dizzy and she went by ambulance to the hospital, and it turns out she had possibly a little touch of pneumonia, but more seriously, she had a huge spike in her blood pressure to the point it was at a stroke level. So, yeah, they were able to get it under control. She's back home. She's doing fine. And I stayed with my dad. He can't stay on his own. So I stayed with him while she was in the hospital, and then I stayed with him for a little bit after she got home just to make sure that she was able to function and handle everything at home that needed to be taken care of. So anyway, she is doing much better. So thank you to all of you who sent some prayers her way and some good thoughts, and I just appreciate all that. You guys are my friends, and I really appreciate your help in that matter. So anyway, that being said, let's get started. We're back on track for normal videos at this point. I have a huge amount of finished objects this week. So let's get started. The first thing I have finished is my mitered cardigan. Yes, I finished it. I have the I-cord bind off done all the way around. I did have to add an extra row around the sleeves, and actually now it's almost too long in the sleeves, but when I initially did it, the sleeves came like up like this. So now they come down to about here. So now they're almost too long. There was no happy medium there, but I'd rather have them too long than too short. So this is what the front looks like. It has this little slight edging, and you know where it tapers in around the collar. There's no buttons on this. I haven't decided if I'm going to put like some little I-cord loops and put buttons on it. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that at this point or if it's going to stay the way it is. And then there's also the I-cord edging around the sleeves. I've been wearing this because it's lightweight, but it's really snuggly and warm because this is all merino wool. So yes, I really like it. I'm going to stick in some footage of me modeling it. So here I am doing a little twirl with it. So here is the mitered square cardigan, and comes down to just at the edge of my hips here. And here are the sleeves that are now a little too long, but otherwise they would have ended way up here on my wrist. So this is kind of the happy medium. And here is how I tapered in the collar. I might stick a button right here, but I'm not sure. I might stick a button right here, but I won't put buttons all the way down. I might just put something just to hold it closed. So we shall see. But yeah, here it is. I will turn around. And I'll step back a little bit further so you can get a better idea of it. So there it is. Wednesday's video, by the way, is going to be a tutorial of how to do the I-cord edging. And you can actually use that technique on knitting or crocheted projects. I mean, the process itself is knitted, but you can actually put it onto a crocheted item as well. So that being said, that will be Wednesday's video. So that's finished object number 1. Then I have a whole bunch of knitted scrubbies or crocheted scrubbies. These were some little pieces of netting that were in some fabric that my mom gave me. So I cut them into 1-inch strips and just kept crocheting around and around and around. And this one you can see I just used up what was left over of some of the netting, because I don't really care what color they are as long as they work. And I use these in my kitchen all the time. They also work really nice on fiberglass tubs because they don't tend to scratch, but they work nice for scrubbing. So yeah, and if they're not too rough, they work as exfoliators for your skin. If they're a little rough, you'll take a layer of skin off, which is not a good thing. So yes. In case you want your own facial peeling done, you want to make sure you don't use it with too rough of netting. But yeah, got a bunch of those. And then I have my vest that I was working on. And this one does have buttons on it. Let me button it up so you can see it actually. Otherwise it's not going to make much sense. I do want to say a special thank you to Maria, who saved me from making a major mistake and this yarn going back into the tub of shame for not working out. So I will hold this up and then I'll explain what she did to save me from making a huge mistake. So here it is. It is gray and blue. It fits perfect, thanks to Maria's help, because when I showed this last, I was splitting, I did this from the bottom up. I was splitting for the armholes, and I was figuring on the decreases on this side, but I really hadn't thought about the fact, I mean, I haven't made a vest in quite a while. I think the last time I made a vest, I don't know, I can't even remember. It's been at least 10 or 12 years ago. It was before I ever started a YouTube channel. And so most of the sweaters I make, you know, have a pattern. This I did not have a pattern for, and I wasn't thinking about what this end of the shoulder was going to end up looking like. And so she sent me an email and said, Katrina, make sure you take into account that you want to decrease on this side as well, or your shoulder is going to like hang way off of the shoulder and it's going to look too big. Yes, thank you. Thank you again, Maria, because I would have had a mess, would have been ripping this out, or like I said, throwing it into the tub of shame. So here it is, and it fits perfectly too. So here we go with another little fashion show twirl of me modeling the vest. So here is the vest. I don't have it buttoned all the way down. There we go. I'll lift this so you can see what it looks like at the top. So it has like a V collar or a V neck, and then the buttons go all the way down, and there's the arms that fit thanks to Maria. And it's a little bit shorter than the cardigan, and it comes to just above my hips here. So yeah, real happy with it. And here's a little twirl. Then I have one other finished object. Where did I put it? I have a whole pile of stuff on the table here. Here it is. I spun together all of my yarn advent, or well, fiber advent calendar yarn. Here it is. It is a little over twisted in a couple spots, which is why a lot of these loose ends, this looks like it's loose. It's not. These are what I'm tying everything down really well with. Because after I finish filming the video, I am going to take this, open it up, and soak it in some water, and that will help to set the twist that's in here. It'll also hopefully relax it a little bit because I did over twist in a few spots. Not everywhere. Like here it's all fine. Here it's fine, here it's fine. I just ran into it in a couple spots when I got to these colors. So yeah, so it is a whole multitude of multicolors, and it started from the blacks and browns and kind of goes through this kind of rusty color, and then it goes into some greens, and yeah, it's like a whole bunch of rainbow colors in this. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to make with this. I do need to weigh it to get an idea of what if my yardage that I estimated was going to come out correctly. I did spin it to a fingering weight. It's a little thin in some spots, but for the most part it's fingering weight. And once I soak this in water, it will do what's called bloom, which means that it'll kind of fluff up a little bit. So even though this is a little thin for fingering weight, it's kind of in between fingering and lace, it will be fingering weight by the time I finish. So yes, that's my other finished object. So what do I have left to be working on? One project, but that's going to change. So here's my one project that is left, and this is the infinity cowl that I am making, and this is Tunisian crochet. It's called the honeycomb pattern, and there you can kind of see it. It is almost long enough at this point because it definitely goes around my neck once. This would put it once, and so I might have enough for it to go around twice. I have about that much yarn left. And this is yarn that I bought up on vacation. It's called Harbor Yarns. The color is Booth Bay, which is one of the bays up in Maine. So that is my work in progress. Now it's time to see what you all have been working on this week. And show and tell is actually a little bit longer than normal because of the 2-week gap. So sit back with your cup of tea or coffee, and here we go. So I have a couple of new projects that I will be starting on. The first one, I have some really pretty yarn. It was given to me by a viewer. She was on one of our videos, several years ago. Her name is Jane, and she met with Kim and I one time at a park because she lives in the area, and I made masks for her because she is a doctor, and she actually had asked if I would make masks. This was like during the panini, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, she gave me a project bag that she had made, and then she gifted me this yarn, and it has been sitting upstairs, and I've been waiting for the perfect project. It's 2 skeins. They are not, I don't think, the same colorway, but they go really well together. It is a German yarn. It's called Rohrspatz and Wollmies. Here's what it looks like. There, you can see this. I don't speak German. Dave does speak a little German, but yeah, so he might be able to help me with this one. But anyway, it has a color on here. It says WD Mitmasch. I can't read all the writing here, but anyway, it is, they do have in English that it is 80% merino superwash and 20% PA handgefarbt. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know why they put part of it in English and the other part not in English. Anyway, there are 510 yards per skein. It's 150 gram skein. It is really wound very tight, and it is a fingering weight. It's really, really soft. You can definitely feel it has merino. It has a lot of the same colors in it, but there's some colors that are a little different. Like this one has a purple here, and they both have blues in it, but this one also has some turquoise. I'm actually going to put these together because between the black and the turquoise and the purple, I really think they're going to go together really well. Now let me show you what I'm going to make with it. This is a free pattern. It's by, the designer is Michelle Dunaire, and this actually came from We Crochet, which is the crochet end of Knit Picks. So it is free. It's called the Bridesmaid's Shawl. It is in black and white. I didn't print it in color, but isn't that beautiful? It's very lacy, and it's got a pretty picot edging here, and it has it looks like a repeat pattern, so I can make it smaller or larger depending on how much yarn I have. But I think this is going to be a beautiful pattern for this, so I'm nicknaming this my peacock shawl because the colors just remind me of peacock feathers. So and I wear a lot of these colors. I wear a lot of purple and a lot of turquoise, which I am not wearing right now, but I do wear a lot of these colors, so I think this will be really pretty. So thank you, Jane, for this yarn. I am finally getting around to using it. Now my other project that I want to get into is that's a crochet project. So now I'm going to get into a knitting project. And I had a bunch of this yarn that's been sitting upstairs. It's really soft. It's all DK weight. It's all knit crate. And I'm thinking I actually could get almost 2 sweaters out of this, I think. So I have these colors. I have 2 of each of these skeins of yarn. So I'm thinking these might really kind of be pretty together. This is showing up much more orangey than it is. It's actually a peach. It's not orange. And then this one, and then this one. They are 3 different yarns. Like this is Audine wool, this is Vitalana, and this is Knitology. But they are all DK weight. And they are also all the chain ply. See if this will show up real well. There, you can see it. These are all chain plied. So they're all the same. Let's see, what is the yardage for these? 236, 274, and 231. So they're all within the same range, and I have another 3 of these, so I have a total of 6 skeins. So yes, that could be a sweater in and of itself. But then I also have 5 skeins of this. So I have 5 skeins of this, and you can see it is a tonal green. That's pretty true to color, and it's also chain. And this is a sport weight, and there's 328 yards per skein, and like I said, I have 5 skeins of it. So I can probably get a sweater out of this really pretty green. So like I said, I've got 5 skeins of it. So I have enough sitting down here for 2 separate sweaters. I just got to figure out which sweater, and I actually saw a free pattern from Expression Fiber Arts that just came out today, which will be yesterday when you're watching this. And it was very simple sweater, but it was pretty. And it was for a DK weight. So I'm thinking either one of these will work for it. I just need to check the yardage and see if it's going to work. So those are the projects that I am going to be working on. Now let's get to the giveaway, what everybody came for. Okay, the giveaway is going to be for this scrumptious skein of yarn. It is extremely soft. It has no label on it, so I have no idea what it is, but it is 2 shades, like a maroon, a tan, and this is kind of a terracotta kind of color. This is extremely soft. It looks like it's a worsted weight. I'd say worsted or DK weight. Now, if you win this and you cannot do alpaca or wool, just let me know and I'll swap it out for something that will work for you. But initially, this is the skein, and like I said, it is so soft. It's some of the softest alpaca I've felt. It is, yeah, it's very, very soft. You could just cuddle it. So how do you enter this? Okay, the giveaway will run for 1 week. We are running this giveaway because we hit the 100 subscribers for 4,700 subscribers. So, and we're 25 subscribers towards the next 100 at this point. Every time we hit 100 subscribers, we do a giveaway. And of course, it involves yarn. So in order to enter this, it will run for 1 week. I will put all the official rules down in the description box. You do need to be over 18, and it needs to be legal in your area to do so. If it's out of the country or whatever, it is open internationally, but if it's out of the country, you are responsible for any fees or taxes or VAT fees or whatever you have to deal with in your country. So to enter, you do need to be a subscriber, and just leave a comment down below and give me a thumbs up. So, because thumbs up help our videos. So once again, leave a comment down below and a thumbs up, and you need to be a subscriber. So if you aren't already, click that little red subscribe button and then click all, and that will let you know anytime I post a video. So good luck to everybody. I will announce the winner next Saturday. So that is our giveaway for that. Now, what am I reading? Nothing right now, because I actually finished the book I was reading 2 weeks ago, which was by Peggy Earhart. It's part of the Knit and Nibble mystery series. And the name of the book was Knitmare on Beach Street. So it involved a house that people thought was haunted, and people kept popping up dead in this house. Yeah, so it was an interesting book. It had a definite twist at the end that I didn't see coming, so it was really good. For the most part, I always enjoyed this author. She's not my favorite author, but she's close. My favorite author is Betty Hechtman, who does a crochet mystery series as well as Yarn to Go, or they're the Yarn Retreat mysteries. So yeah, I'm watching for the latest of hers. So that is what I have finished reading. I haven't found something yet to sit down and read because it's been a little busy around here. So now it's time for... Now in our Come and Get It section today, I actually have a new affiliate that I am working with that I'm going to tell you a little bit about. All of the links to the sales are down below in the description box. All you have to do is click the word that says more, that's in bold, and then it'll all open up. The sales, the companies are all listed alphabetically to make it easier for everybody. So the new affiliate link that I have is for a company called Handicrafts, and they carry things, supplies for like sewing, quilting, knitting, and crochet. So a little bit of other, I think they do maybe cross stitch too. So a lot of fiber and fabric related things. So they sell, as far as their yarn, they do sell yarn. It's all Lana Grossa yarns. So that's the brand name. So they have those for sale. They also sell Prim crochet hooks. They advertised Prim knitting needles, but I couldn't find any when I went looking for them, so they must be out of stock. And of the Lana Grossa, I also found one that was in there right now, in their clearance section. It is a hand-dyed merino shadow yarn, okay? And it's pretty, and it is hand-dyed, and it's $10.99 a skein. Normally, I think they were selling it for $19.99, so it's almost half price. So that's one to check out. That was over in the clearance section. So their prices are not bad for their yarns or anything, but they do just sell Lana Grossa yarns. So that is the new one. Then we have Knit Picks. Knit Picks is running just until January 23rd. On 23rd, and the sale ends, but they are selling red, white, and pink yarns in honor of Valentine's Day. They are selling them up to 30% off. The price is already marked down. You don't need a coupon code or anything like that. So that is Knit Picks. Leisure Arts, which I don't usually show a whole lot, because Leisure Arts, if you're familiar with them, they sell mostly patterns. They don't sell yarn or anything like that. At least I didn't see any yarn over there. All I saw was patterns. But I was looking around at their amigurumi and their stuffed animals and stuff for future craft fairs, that type of thing. And they have a really cute ebook out. It's $5.99, but you get patterns for numerous animals. And it's called the Cuddle Buddies Crochet Book. It's really cute. Some of the little animals that they have. So I'll insert a picture so you can see what they look like. So I will put a direct link. If you click on the Leisure Arts link, it will take you directly to that pattern book if you want to check it out. And then Mary Maxim, right now, I don't know how long the sale lasts. I looked and looked and looked. I could not find it anyplace, but they are offering free shipping. Now, Mary Maxim has some really good prices on their yarn, especially if you check out the clearance thing or go to yarn and then do lowest price first, which is what I always do because I'm cheap. I can't help it. I don't want to pay much for yarn. So anyway, they are offering free shipping, but I don't know for how long. Now here is the coupon code for the free shipping. I will also put that down in the link because it's the longest coupon code I have ever seen in my life. It is MM free shipping -H496. I hope the box for the checkout is long enough to put all the code in because I've never seen such a long coupon code in my life. But free shipping's a pretty good deal. So if you want to go check out some cheap yarn and free shipping, Mary Maxim is where you want to check out. And then lastly, we have Lion Brand. Lion Brand right now is offering their sale they run most of the time, which is 25% off of yarn and kits. No coupon code needed. That's what it is. They ran a really super sale a couple weeks ago. I caved and I bought some more yarn as if I need any, but yeah, I want to make an Afghan for each of my kids' families, like for Christmas, and they happened to run a sale. It was like this, the sale's no longer running anyway, but it was 6 skeins for $12. I bought 6 skeins of 2 different colors, so when that comes in, I will do an unboxing and we will check it out. But yeah, I have Afghans in the works for them for Christmas. And so I'm planning ahead. When I saw that price, it was like $2 a skein. So what it comes out to, you can't go too far wrong with that. So yes, that is what I have for you this week. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. And don't forget Wednesday's video where we will be doing an I-cord bind-off tutorial. So I will see you again on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.